Wemby really proved himself over this last season.
And next, we'll give away our 2K TV Most Proven Award to the player with the most wins in the Proving Ground this year.
Congratulations, BTA TNB.
The WNBA just tipped off an exciting new season, but in NBA 2K25, the excitement has been strong since launch.
That's true, and the next winner earned the title of the WMVP with over
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We'll see the Houston Rockets taking on Orlando. And the Magic start out with the ball. Here's the starting group for Houston. Garnett is out there with Bird. Then it's Harden. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Here's Malone. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
David Robinson.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really, on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Malone. And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. It's stolen by McGrady. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Trying to get open is Davis. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by McGrady.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Johnson, the pass to Malone. Misses the layup. Now Garnett.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes. He can create points in a number of ways.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of this one. Harden hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
The pass to Johnson. Back to McGrady. Inside. Stolen by Bird. Harden outside to the right side. Paul passes to Garnett. Here's Robinson. Shoots over Malone. Robinson misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And it's Malone finishing it off.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Paul passes to Garnett. The feed now to Robinson. Shoots over Malone. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Now here's Paul. Over Johnson. Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Davis kicks to Johnson. McGrady outside. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Up top, Malone. Over Robinson. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's Garnett. Can they get it? And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Magic leading by 7. Got a piece of it and taken away by Paul. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Malone with the block.
And how about the quick stare by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Leonard.
At the line for Orlando, Kawhi Leonard.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Rockets trail by 9. And here's Harden. Robinson on the wing. On the wing, Bird. He's covered by Leonard. Another miss by Houston.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
Yeah, that's good discipline to stay attached and alter the shot.
And he makes that one. 8 points for Moses Malone.
From Kawhi Leonard.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Paul kicks to Robinson. Bird inside. Leonard's there. No good from Bird.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Lets it go from 14. They get the rebound.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Let's hear it, fans.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. It's a 13-point game. Robinson left side. Shoots over Malone. Malone with the block. Here's McGrady. Garnett with the block. And he recovers it. Here's Johnson. Excellent D there from Garnett.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Passes it to Harden. Back to Garnett. 6 on the shot clock. Paul with the ball. Now McGrady defending. He gets that one.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
On the wing, Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Harden surveying the D, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now, here's Johnson. Nothing on the board. Here's Leonard. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Magic off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Ball against Johnson. The shot by Paul, no good. Magic leading by 15. Outside, Davis. Pass to McGrady. On the wing, Malone. Bird against Leonard. Off target from three-point range. Rockets trail by 15. Here's Paul. And there it is for him.
The strength and balance of Paul overcoming some physical defense there.
Johnson, the pass to McGrady. Leonard with no one around. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Here's Houston now, trailing by 13. Harden against Davis. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Johnson outside. Outside, Malone. Oh, Leonard in position.
2 minutes remaining.
Stolen by Bird.
2 minutes.
Paul against Johnson. Garnett, right side. Pass to Bird. 5 on the clock. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Bird.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Orlando leading by 11. To the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
He's been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Back to McGrady. On the wing, Malone. Lets it fly. A shot by McGrady, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Bird outside. Paul outside. And he gets it to go. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about CP finding space around the rim?
Knocked loose. Here's Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Third team foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first shot.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Iverson's checked in for Johnson.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Now, here is Harden. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. And no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
A big-time effort for Moses Malone, providing a lot of energy for the Magic. And the blocks just kept on coming for him. He's playing some fantastic D. We come back right after this. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots, getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Davis. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Malone in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now, here is McGrady. Another shot. Malone, good. Malone's got 12 points in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Robinson, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Iverson passes to McGrady. Chalk up 2 there. And the Magic lead by 15.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
And here's Bird for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Call against Iverson. The dish to McGrady. The 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
KG, that's good.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Magic working now with the new shot clock. And it's Davis missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
The Magic making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. George is checked in for Houston. The 3 from Leonard. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 11 points in the game.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
George looking around on the wing. Bird. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And Orlando making a change here. Johnson's checked in. All 3 throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Paul for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got 9 points.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Timeout on the court.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Make some noise.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the 2nd quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Now here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. And taken away by Magic. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Here's Malone. And he banks in the layup. And the Magic lead by 13.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Johnson against Paul. And Garnett has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Lob pass to Garnett. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Johnson goes in. Here's Malone. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Bird. And so Bird will bring it up for Houston. 11-point game. Releases. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
There's the pass to Malone. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Malone's got 6 here in this quarter. Rockets trail by 11. Paul outside. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Malone. Thompson against George. Davis. The rebound by Garnett. Here's Houston now. Bird outside. Garnett outside. Passes it to George. Lets it go. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Leonard kicks to Johnson. Orlando moving the ball around. Garnett against Davis. Back to Leonard. Over Bird. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Davis. Leonard's got 15 points.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Paul against Johnson. Bird right side. Shoots over Leonard. Bird can't hit.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
Yeah, that's good discipline to stay attached and alter the shot.
Now here's Malone. 16 points for him. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Davis against George. Out to Bird. They could use a bucket. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Thompson outside. Fires for 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Watching Davis run up court, very light on his feet for a big fella.
Paul for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Malone's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Gervin's checked in for the Magic. Houston also making some changes. Morning comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Pierce subbed in for Larry Bird.
Just devastating. George making it look easy with that move.
Floats it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Moses Malone.
Yeah, easy call.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. Houston making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Orlando leading by 13. Pass to Malone.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for your Magic, Magic Johnson.
And the second free throw, good. Rockets trail by 14. Outside, Pierce. Down low. Looks for Mourning. Gets it to him. Count it. Good. Mourning's got his first basket of the night.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Pass to Davis. Lets it go from 14. And it's Mourning with the rebound. And it's Paul with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
We're seeing the offensive side of Kawhi tonight, one of the all-time great two-way players.
Here's Pierce following the bucket by Orlando. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Allen Iverson is checked in for Orlando.
Allen Iverson.
Orlando leading by 14. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Leonard finds Gervin. And here is Iverson. The floater, and they pick up 2.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Harden against Gervin. And there's the pass to Robinson. Shoots over Malone. That misses off the backboard.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Here's Gervin. It's rebounded by Houston. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And a deep 3 from Harden. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Orlando in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds.
34.
They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a show. Checking out the Magic. Boy, have they ever started this series off on the right foot. They've thrown down the gauntlet here in Game 1 with their intensity and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. Now, they've got a little bit of an intimidation factor going into the second half. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, if you're wondering why this game is a blowout, let me tell you why. They cashed in on second chance opportunities. They followed their shots and kept after it. They were unwilling to let possessions die.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. Only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle, to win the battle of possession. Otherwise...
And it's just about...
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for him. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got Bird. Robinson is out there with Garnett. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Harden in at the 2-guard.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Rockets have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. He misses the free throw.
Chris Paul, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Paul gets it to go in.
And I love how Paul picks his spots on offense, which allows him to get into a rhythm.
Leonard on the wing, from deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Paul passes to Harden. Back to Paul. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Pass to McGrady. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Over Paul. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Again, the Magic score.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Harden against McGrady. Off target with his 3. Orlando leading by 23. Johnson in the corner. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
The 3 from Harden. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 7 points.
And putting so much pressure on your defense. James Harden, a menace offensively.
Here's McGrady. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Paul. Over Johnson. Paul's shot is off.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter.
Here's Leonard trying to get open as Davis, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Oh, very difficult to just stop Kawhi inside. He's a powerful player who commits to his attacks.
Here's Bird. 5 points in the game. Nice defense from Malone.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Houston Rockets. Here's Harden on the wing. To the middle. Bird misses. Davis against Garnett. Davis kicks to McGrady. Pass to Leonard. Malone trying to break free. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
Mutombo, he's checked in for Moses Malone. Harden against McGrady. That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Johnson trying to get open as Davis. And here's Leonard from 3. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Paul goes in, shoots over Johnson. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And in the mid-range, Paul, so dangerous. He has a lot of angles he likes in that area.
Inside and taken away by Paul. Bird, the pass to Harden. And the 3 off target. Harden's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Here's Davis. Hits the front of the rim and out. Paul surveying the floor. They grab their own miss. And Garnett misses.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Here's McGrady. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bird. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
That's down the hatch. Now it's one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Bird inside. He's covered by Leonard. Bird's shot is good.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Here's Johnson. He's got 8 to the inside. Garnett with the steal. Bird against Leonard. It's stolen by Mutombo. McGrady outside. He feeds it to Mutombo. Tries again, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
4th personal foul.
That's on David Robinson.
And when Mutombo is forcing the issue, it puts defenders in a bind, which is why you have to foul him there.
So for the Magic, Gervin's checked in for Anthony Davis. Wilkins comes in for McGrady. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Magic Johnson. Houston with a big group substitution here. Morning's checked in for Robinson. Reed comes in for Garnett. Lewis checked in for Bird. And George is subbed in for Paul. Iverson against Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Iverson. And Houston again with the bucket.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Feeds it to Gervin. And it's Gervin finishing it off.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
George against Wilkins. Kicks it out to Harden. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half. Iverson with the ball. To the paint. Here's Wilkins. And Wilkins slams it in.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Wilkins against George. Over to the wing. Harden outside. Houston needs to get a shot.
Remaining in the third.
Fade away. That one wide left.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Down low. Here's Lewis. No good there. Good work defensively by Gervin. And so it's Gervin with it. He brings it up for the Magic. Driving in. Mutombo up top. Back to Gervin. Iverson dishes to Wilkins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Moses Malone. He's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And here's Houston. There's a minute left in the third. George against Wilkins. George passes to Morning, and Morning throws it down.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
Here's Iverson. And good that time. Iverson's got his second bucket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Harden. And Harden on the foul. Harden's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Iverson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Iverson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The feed to Mourning. Malone with the block. Fires from way outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Orlando in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Mutombo is out there at Malone. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. Then it's Thompson. And it's Iverson in at the point. This is out there for Orlando.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Pierce inside the three-point line. Rebound by the Magic. Thompson outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Reed against Malone. Unloads from 13. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Iverson kicks to Wilkins. The pass to Malone. Over Lewis. And he can't bank that one in. To the middle, here's Reed, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot blocker.
Here's Reed. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Wilkins has got it. The fast break chance. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drills the three-pointer. Thompson's got himself on the board with 3 there. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
It's Wilkins on the wing. Here's Iverson. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Houston Rockets. Launches it from deep. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, I don't love him taking that shot, especially with the defense right there.
Here's Thompson. He is hauled in by Paul George.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Passes it to Reed. Outside, Ball. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Magic. Malone's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Wilkins, that's good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's George. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. No good there with the step-back J. And it's the Magic's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Iverson. Wilkins surveying the defense. Mutombo inside. Who is on him? Just 4 to shoot. Outside, Pierce. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And it's Orlando's ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Wilkins, the second effort, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
And Orlando making a change here. Davis is checked in. Pierce against Wilkins. Pierce down low. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
Back to ball. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Pass to Iverson. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Over Lewis. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Iverson. Iverson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
From deep, George. Another miss by Houston.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
That one is off. Gervin's checked in for Orlando. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Chris Paul's checked in for Ball. And it's Houston's ball. Now Pierce.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also pound it inside with him.
Second team foul.
Free throw good, Paul Pierce.
At the line for the Rockets, Paul Pierce taking 2 shots.
Pierce hits 2. And here is Iverson. Gervin outside. Cloak loose. Here's George. Inside. Here's Pierce. The layup missed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Wilkins in the high post. Pierce on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal
No
foul.
question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he makes the first. Morning's checked in for Rashard Lewis. Good on both. Paul with the ball. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. Now here's Iverson. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Wilkins, the pass to Mutombo. Just 5 to shoot. Iverson. And the rejection by Mourning.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block.
Pierce good.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Now Wilkins kicks to Iverson. Gervin right side. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got 6 assists now in the game. Iverson against Paul. Great D that time from Davis.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Wilkins hits the jump hook. Wilkins has got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Here's Paul. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Iverson. And a switch here also for Houston. Lewis checked in for Reed. Thompson passes to Gervin. Thompson looking for an opening. And Wilkins now top of the key. Over George. And it's Mourning with the rebound. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Pierce trying to break free. That's good for George on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his fourth assist in this one. Thompson passes to Gervin. He kicks to Mutombo. Here's Wilkins. Not going to go that time. George with the defensive effort. And so George will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Lewis passes to Paul. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Loads it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's Pierce on the wing. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
The Magic making a switch here. Malone's checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. And here is Wilkins. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Yes, that goes in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
No one covers.
And this is how assertive Lewis is on offense. He loves going right up with these shots.
Here's Wilkins. And the series has been won. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't a great big in the postseason?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.